Hi everyone, I'm Aniket Pal. I'm working as an integration developer in TGH Software Solutions. Today we are going to discuss about managing external access and user onboarding in Anypoint Platform. So let's get started. This is the external access. So when it comes to sharing asset between two different organizations, we will make use of this particular feature, external access. What we need to do is we need to get the other organization's domain name added into our trusted organization list, and then we can share the asset. One thing which we need to make note of is using this feature, we can only provide the read access for that asset. So I have written down the steps here. So let's jump to the Anypoint platform and see how it works. So this is my Anypoint platform account, which I'm having here. There's one more account which I'll be using to share the asset. And using that, we'll see how we are going to share the asset between two different organizations. So first we'll go to the access management. Then we need to come to the external access. Now here you can see add organization. By clicking on add organization, we need to provide the domain name of the other organization. So for that, we'll be making use of the another Anypoint platform account. So here also we'll be going to the access management. So how we can get the domain name of the organization is by clicking onto the business group under the access management by selecting the name. Then we have to scroll down a little bit. Here you can see we are having the organization domain. This will be the domain name. We need to copy this one. Now we'll be going back to our Anypoint platform and we need to click on add organization. Here you can see I've pasted it. Now once after clicking on add, this organization has been trusted from our organization. Same thing has to be done from the another account. So we'll be going to that as well. For the first Anypoint platform account, we need to get the domain name. We'll copy the domain name, paste it here. And we can see both the organizations have made each of them as the trusted organization. We'll go back here. Now we'll go to the exchange to share the asset. So here I'm already having one asset, which you can see. So the asset which I was talking about, REST API sample. Here there's an option for share. Once I click onto that option, give the name of the other organization. You can see external. Now by clicking onto that, and once after saving, the access will be provided to them. Here also we need to go to the exchange. Even in exchange, we have an option shared with me. You can see the same sample API here into another account as well. So this is how we can share the assets between two different organizations using the feature called external access. The next feature which we are going to talk about is users. Using this particular feature, we can add multiple users into our Anypoint platform. So there are some steps which I have written here. The Anypoint platform. Under the access management, here we can see the users. So after that, we'll click on the invite user. Here we need to provide the mail ID for that user. If we want to send an invitation for multiple users, then we have to separate it with the commas like this. After that, here you can see an option for teams. As of now, I'm not having any team created here. So by default, it will get added to the root team. We can see all users are the members of the root team. After that, we are having two different options, which is member or a maintainer. So we can select either which we want to add them as a member or a maintainer. So member is nothing but is a normal team member. But when it comes to the maintainer, you will having some more additional access, which will be provided by the admin. After that, we are having roles, which is deprecated. So for now, we'll be leaving that particular part. Then once we click onto the send invitation, a particular invite will be sent for them. Now we click on the pending invitation. One thing which we need to see is this particular invitation, it will be valid for 7 days. Within 7 days, if they don't accept that invitation or join the Anypoint platform, this invitation will get expired. Again, we need to resend the invitation. So we'll go back to the users. And from the another account, I will log into that and we will see. So at that particular time, we'll be having two different users here. So meanwhile, I'll stop the recording and I'll go to that account. As you can see, I've received the Anypoint platform invite here. I'll click onto that invitation link. So here it is asking us to join the teacher organization with an existing account. So here we need to use the username and password for that. So as I'm already having the account with this, so the username is user underscore any. Now we need to type the password. You can see here, if you continue and join TGS organization with user any, you will lose the access to organization which I created earlier with the same name TGS. Do you want to continue? Once I click on to the yes, we will be redirected to the same Anypoint platform account. Here you can see this particular user is not having the access for this. Now we'll go back to the another Anypoint platform account. Here you can see the another user with username user underscore any has been added. Now for this particular user, it does not have the access to the design center. We'll go here once and we'll see. Please log in to access to design center. Now we'll go back here. We'll see in the design center whether we are having any asset or not. If not, then we'll create it. But for time being, I've created already one sample API. So again, I will go back to that design. Again, I will go to the access management to provide the permission. I need to click onto the user to provide permission. Here we are having an option for add permission. So, yeah. So we are looking for design center. We'll provide the viewer, creator, and the developer for now. These three for the design center we are going to provide. And we are going to click on next. After that, you can see we are going to provide. Just select the business scope, then click on next. We need to review the permission what we have provided by hovering on the permissions. You can see design center developer, design center creator, and design center viewer. For having the permissions, you can see here. And if we want, we can change it. Like we can revoke the permission and if needed, we can add other permissions also. But for now, we'll keep it as it is. Push the page again. Now we can see the sample API as we have provided the access for this. So this is a sample API which I've created, and this user is having the access to alter the API spec. You can see. But now if I remove the access, first we will go back. Now we'll be revoking the access by clicking onto this edit option, developer, and the creator. So by mistake, I've clicked onto the viewer as well. So we'll be selecting for the design center again. Design center viewer. Next, we need to scroll down at the bottom section. And here you can see option for done. Once we click onto the done, here you can see we are having only one option, like one permission granted for design center viewer. Again, we'll go back and check over here. Now at this time, we'll not get an option to edit the API spec. By default, it will open in the read-only mode. You can see we are not able to configure the API spec. There's an option for read-only. This project is in read-only mode. So this is how you can provide like access or grant some permissions or revoke permissions using the user feature, like providing the access to the another user. So there are some limitations of it, which is like for a particular user, we can have only 5,000 permission at max, and maximum number of roles for a particular user is 700. That's it for today's video, guys.